I think after tonight's ending segment, I have no doubt that Cody Rhodes is winning at WrestleMania 40. Okay, maybe some. Y'all got me. But listen, night 2, main event, Cody Rhodes finishes the story. Here's why. There's no way that they make Cody Rhodes look weak 2 Monday Night Raws in a row, and then night 1, I really hardly see Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins winning that match. This is the first match with actual build in over a decade for The Rock, the final boss. How does that make him look if he takes that pin? Now, the only way that I can see this happening, Roman Reigns takes that pin on night 1 to Cody Rhodes, and they try to play it off like the Jey Uso situation, where Jey actually got his pin against Roman, but he didn't get the title because it was a tag team match. So that's the only way that I can see this going down, aside from Cody losing in night 1 and winning in night 2. I don't see Seth eating a pin because he's going to eat the pin against Drew McIntyre on night 2. Yes, it is Drew's time. He deserves it. Now, night 1, I think Cody Rhodes has to take that pin. He has to go on ahead and lose that match and finish the story night number 2 against Roman Reigns. I think that's the only way that you can book this match, unless you do the first option that I said, where Cody pins Roman and loses in night 2 where it matters most. Now, this is going to be an interesting one, guys, because this was a cool segment. Last week's segment, personally, I think it was better, but this segment was pretty cool. I like the promo setup. The Rock comes out, the Barclays Center goes nuts. Then Roman Reigns comes out. Everybody goes nuts and they're just talking. The only thing about Roman's promo that I did not enjoy was how he was constantly thanking The Rock. And I get it. You know, The Rock went ahead, put the beat down on Cody Rhodes last week, but it almost seems like Roman lost his touch a little bit with the promos. You know, I'm not saying that Roman was the best promo guy in the WWE or the greatest guy ever, but his promos had some substance. Lately, throughout this road to WrestleMania, his promos have been, I don't know, man, they're just not there, in my opinion. When seeing how he handled the promo today with The Rock in the ring, obviously The Rock is outshining him every moment he gets, and he was just thanking The Rock like 5-6 times. I'm like, dude, give me something new. I haven't gotten something new from you. Then he started pulling stuff from his stuff with Cody Rhodes from the Pat McAfee interview and reiterating that again. I just wasn't feeling the Roman promo. It was good structure, but it just wasn't really hitting. And I think that's what was missing in that beginning promo, where it was setting up to everything. Seth Rollins comes out, and I think this really killed the crowd at the beginning, where he challenged The Rock to a match at Monday Night Raw. Obviously, The Rock isn't going to do that at a random Monday Night Raw, so it's not happening. But it was cool. The crowd popped for it huge. But then Solo Sikoa, he came in, took the match, and the only thing that I'm not too crazy about is that Solo has been on a losing streak. It literally does not matter at all when Solo Sikoa comes out and kind of tries to pose a threat. Dude, you've been losing every match ever since you beat John Cena, and the John Cena win doesn't even mean that much when Austin Theory beat him at last year's WrestleMania, and look at where Austin Theory is at. So, I don't know, man, not really feeling that too much neither, but overall, it was a good promo. The Rock's entrance, best in wrestling, like by a mile. Like, this entrance is freaking amazing. I just wanted to point that out. But then we go on ahead to a Bloodline rules match where The Rock said, you're gonna face Solo in a Bloodline rules match. So I thought it was cool. I still think that it needs some sort of concept to feel a little bit special, because all it is, it's an Extreme Rules match with the Bloodline members coming out and doing what they do every match, even though they do this even when it's disqualification involved. So to me, doesn't really matter too much, but this time it seems like it's just going to be Bloodline rules. The ref is going to be taking no bumps. This is going to be the type of match that we want. Now, I think The Rock and Roman do win at night 1, because the Bloodline rules match, I think we got a little bit of a taste, and I think it's going to be a really fun match. I mean, we saw tables, chairs. I mean, we saw 2 tables get broken. So I really want to see the Bloodline rules match, and just imagine, guys, the pops that some of these guys will get, like Jey Uso coming out and helping Seth when Jimmy came out. That was cool. That was a cool pop. Imagine like Stone Cold or John Cena, since those guys keep coming up in reports that, you know, they may play some hand in WrestleMania. So it's just little things like that I'm really looking forward to with this match and main event at WrestleMania 40. I don't know how it's gonna pan out. It's gonna be a crazy one. But just to end off with the Bloodline rules match, you got The Rock coming out and whipping Cody with this belt. Just a crazy scene where after this segment, it's really hard for me to believe that Cody doesn't walk out champion. It seems like they're really like breaking him down for him to have like the Rocky story at WrestleMania 40. You know what I'm saying? So it was a crazy one with The Rock whipping him, Roman whipping him. Just nuts stuff. Just a horrific scene in that ring. And I'm not gonna lie, man, it was cool. And I just think last week's segment was better in my opinion, but this segment was still a pretty good one. And then The Rock, Roman Reigns, they going ahead and hug. And to me, I saw a little like face with The Rock there when he hugged him that, you know, I'm trying not to read into it too much, but you can't help but read into things sometimes. The Rock hugs Roman Reigns and he makes a weird face there, and then we're left off with them continuing to beat the hell out of Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, and then it ends, you know, with Roman and The Rock. Rock is putting up the American Nightmare belt, which could mean a little something. Maybe it just means that he was just slapping him, you know. I don't know. With so many seeds that the WWE likes to plant into fans' heads, it could mean anything. And then Roman Reigns, he lifts up his belt, and that is the final scene that we see with them just talking a little crap at the end of the show. But guys, one thing that I want to go over is how Seth Rollins was talking about a plan B to Drew McIntyre. He said, no worries, I got a plan B. And I really hardly think that Seth Rollins' plan B was just Cody Rhodes on his own. I think there's more to that. I think that, I don't know, I think there's more to that, man. I think that there is going to be more stuff going down, and we're gonna have to see how that ends up, because Seth Rollins talking about a plan B. Does that mean that he has some backup aside from Cody Rhodes? What can that truly mean? The Jay and Jimmy match is going to happen. Can Jimmy go face after the match with Jay, or can Jay go heel? I think it would be a massive mistake turning Jay heel you know, at WrestleMania, because that's almost just killing the character at that point. Jay is your top 3, top 5 merch sellers. As a matter of fact, today I believe he was even number 1 in selling t-shirts. So what Jay is doing is incredibly insane in WWE right now. It's just great to see him develop into his own star and everything like that. Everybody's talking about who's gonna turn. I don't see Seth Rollins turning after this segment. Like, it would kill his character as well. You turn and help Roman Reigns after you just got beaten like this. I think this segment personally ended for me just, the possibility of Seth Rollins turning. I just don't see that happening, because why would Seth Rollins turn after getting beat this bad? Jay, I don't see him turning neither. I think it would be bad for business if he turned, and we're just kind of replaying the same story over and over again. So I don't think there's going to be any turns on that side. The only person I think turns is The Rock, the final boss. And I think Roman Reigns will be the face leading up to their match, and The Rock is going to, you know, pin Cody night 1, and then Cody will beat Roman on night 2, and that's going to, you know, untangle The Rock and Roman Reigns, where The Rock says, hey man, you couldn't get the job done. I literally did it all for you, and you still couldn't get the job done. And that's going to keep going towards a WrestleMania. I think Roman Reigns takes a big break after this as well, and The Rock is going to go film a movie. So this is going to leave this rivalry on pause. So we're going to see how this ends up, man. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much on the WWE TV support. I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.